shoot.
Let's go!
Always left.
Good, great, Commando.
1,441 days later, after our first upload, which was also a Modern Warfare 2 video, we hit 4,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much, truly. This is an insane milestone, and I hope it's only the beginning. Thank you so much to everyone who has simply just ever watched the video. May 2nd, 2020, 7:52 p.m. So hey guys, what is going on? KingOfEmAll here, and today is going to be such a sweet video, y'all. We hit 4,000 subscribers on May 2nd, and oh man, just thank you guys so much. Usually this video would have went up the day like right after it happened, but me and the OG Ghost and all them guys had that stream planned for a few days, so that was already like scheduled, so we're doing it today. But you know, today I just really wanted to sit down and just say thank you guys so much. So before I get into all that, let me announce that like every other time we've hit a milestone, we are going to be doing a Q&A, and there's going to be 3 ways you guys can ask questions. I'm going to give you guys a few days. I don't really have a date where I'm going to sit down and record yet. I'll keep you guys updated, but you can ask questions in the comment section of this video only. I'll be going back to this video before I get them. You can go on Twitter and use the hashtag, or there's going to be a new section in the Discord server. Now please, at the end of every single question, I don't care if it's on YouTube, Twitter, or in Discord, please use the hashtag AskKing4K. It'll look the cleanest for the video, and when I pull the questions for the video from Twitter, I click the hashtag and just screenshot anything under that hashtag. So if it's not under that hashtag, I'm not going to find it on Twitter, and just to fit it in with everything, I really please ask you guys to use it on YouTube and Discord, because it'll just look the best. And also, before I get into the thank you guys and all that, let me show off yesterday's comment of the day. If you want to be today's comment of the day in tomorrow's video, all you got to do is make sure you watch the video all the way through, you subscribe with them post notifications turned on, you smash a like, and of course drop a comment down below. Thank you guys so much again for 4,000. I'm going to probably say that 50 more times this video, but let's hit 5K soon. Y'all are for real the best, and yeah, just thank you so much. Oh man, you know, it's just crazy. 4,000, it's just crazy to me, because there was a time, probably even shortly after we hit 3,000, and you know, things weren't looking too good then. I really didn't know if we were ever going to hit another YouTube milestone. You know, we switched over and we streamed on Twitch for a few months there. We're doing a lot of Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2 stuff then also, but you know, we were just streaming on Twitch because there was just a point where I got so frustrated with this platform, you know, the platform I fell in love with when I was 10 or 11 years old, and just didn't want to do it anymore. You know, things were going super good, basically, to put it in a way, in 2018, and it was really looking like, hey, like we were gonna make it. You know, we were getting all these subs every day, and the streams were going crazy, and you know, I just did things, I did not make the right moves, and because of that, all that hype the channel had died. So you know, after that, like, things weren't going too good, and it kind of hit me that I just really made the wrong decision, so it really made me sad, and things were just down in the dumps. And you know, I was really convinced, based on some research, that the algorithm kind of just wrote us off. Like, we had our chance, I messed it up, you know, I just thought that was it. And anytime something would go wrong, I'm like, oh, well, like, we're just buried in the algorithm, you know, like, we have no chance. But I was really angry with YouTube, but I didn't want to stop creating, because, you know, I went on 2 breaks in the past. Being a small creator, going on breaks hurts you a ton, and I learned from that. And I really don't want to go on a break again, but this was not the platform for me at that time in my life, so I transferred over to Twitch and started streaming there, and that was a great substitute to keep creating content, keep up with everybody from the streams, but you know, just be able to create content on another platform, not go on another break. So, you know, the Twitch streams went on for a little bit, and Modern Warfare 2019 came out, and as you know, as not much of a fan I am of the game anymore, that game is what got us back into creating content. You know, we were streaming it, it had that new game feel to it, and just, it made me want to go back to creating content on YouTube. But still then, I was so angry with the platform still, because those were just like the lasting feelings, and like, I feel those were my feelings because I always wanted to blame it on YouTube. Like, I definitely put the blame on myself for the actions like that I did during that time when we were popping off, but I wanted to blame the algorithm for not kind of giving us another chance. Like, just kind of write it off. Like, so in my mind, like, I always thought like there was no chance we were done. I really wanted to go back, and I had a long talk with Shy one night, and he basically convinced me. He's like, bro, like, you want to do it, just do it. So I'm like, okay. And so, you know, my feelings to myself were like, all right, like, if I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna learn everything I can about this platform. I'm gonna learn everything I can about the algorithm, how everything works. And come to find out, really, the algorithm doesn't even rank you when you're small. So like, my whole feelings of the algorithm like burying me were the dumbest thing ever because I was not even relevant enough to get put into it. But it's just like I said, it's an excuse that was made up in my mind to try and cope with like the move to Twitch and not wanting to come back here. But I uploaded the first video back and it went crazy. It got like a couple hundred views, which I was expecting it to get like 70. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna come back. It's gonna be like starting fresh. You know, it's gonna get like 70 views. You know, we're just gonna really get on that grind again and grind to build things up. But it got like a couple hundred. Then like the next video I put out like popped off, and I don't know if it was just me continuing to do stuff on Twitch and all the homies kind of bounced from YouTube to Twitch back to YouTube, but the love that was shown for Modern Warfare and then, you know, has transpired to us returning to our roots of Modern Warfare 2 is just insane. So like that's really just been my journey the last year, is just kind of realizing what I did wrong, and instead of being mad at it, you know, trying to learn from it, using it as fuel to make sure we just do the right things, and we're grinding now, and it's just been a ton of fun. And you know, we're back to the roots, we're back to Modern Warfare 2. I know we stopped playing Modern Warfare 2019. It just kind of wasn't for me after for a while. I think the big problem with that game was I fell in love with the sniping on that game, and while that game was out, I just wanted to create a montage. And so every day I was on, I wasn't really streaming when I was playing. I was just so stressed about trying to hit clips, especially when I was close. Like I just wanted to be done hitting these clips because I was seriously so stressed about it. And then like when I finally hit those final clips, you know, I never really red gun much. That was just it for me. With like the leveling up system, I didn't really care to keep doing that because like if there was like at least levels for me to play and grind and try and prestige, that might have been more of a motive. But when you hit max level in a day, it's really not too fun. And like I said, I feel like Modern Warfare 2019 was just a thing like once you complete your goals, it just didn't have that longevity for me. And I created my goals of hitting enough clips for a sniping montage, which sadly never came out. I had problems with my editor, and now how they changed the kill feed, my clips are no longer up to standards, and they're probably terrible compared to the standards. So I don't know, and it kind of sucks because I was supposed to have 2 Tajes come out during that time. I was supposed to have a dual Taj with Shy, never happened, and I was supposed to have my solo Taj, which sadly never happened either. And also, along with that, when I hit them last couple clips, it was around the end of January. I don't know if this is what kind of spiraled into it, but around February, you guys know I was gone for 3 weeks in February. It was kind of like my break from Modern Warfare to retransition into the old Call of Duties, which we've always done. If you guys found me from Modern Warfare 2019, Modern Warfare 2 has been the backbone of my channel. It was, like I said, the first video I ever uploaded in 2016 was Modern Warfare 2. And, you know, Modern Warfare 2 is the reason we're still doing this today. It was on Modern Warfare 2 where I met my friend Maru, who I always talk about. Sadly, he's not around anymore on the content side of things. I mean, he's still creating, he's just not really doing YouTube videos anymore. He's like doing music and stuff like that. So he's still creating, just not this stuff. But, you know, I met him one night on a free-for-all in Karachi back in 2016 in June. I forget the date, but I could look it up because I have it saved. And, you know, he just taught me everything. He taught me how to make like better commentary. He taught me how to edit because my videos just were not good at editing. And I'm not, you know, he didn't teach me all these new fancy edits I'm doing now, but he taught me how to put together, you know, the basic cut com background music to shape the style of the videos back then. And without him, you know, nothing would have ever transformed into what it is now. So like I almost owe everything partially to him for getting me to this point. Now, there's a ton of people who inspired me, and I'm sure that's going to be one of the biggest questions in the Q&A, so I'm trying not to ruin everything for the Q&A, but make sure you comment down your questions below right now. Take a pause and go comment a question. But like I was saying, you know, I took that 3-week break basically all of February, and I came back in March and we started playing a little Black Ops 2 again, but that game kind of went downhill even from January when we started to stream it a little bit. We really couldn't get lobbies going anymore, so I returned, what do you know, to our home, Modern Warfare 2, and it's been the best thing ever getting re-involved with the MW2 community, which was a game we were starting to pop off on in 2018 before I made some bad decisions. But, you know, we returned home to Modern Warfare 2, the backbone of my channel, and I don't know if it just kind of brought those guys back from when I faded away from Modern Warfare 2 or what it was. But I definitely regret leaving and stopping making content on this game because it's something I've done like on and off since 2016, but it's like our thing, you know, like we did Modern Warfare 2 and occasional Black Ops 2 video then MWR came out and I just made like all MWR. And then, you know, we did Modern Warfare 2 and then like World War 2 came out, we did like just World War 2 and then I went on a break and then I came back, we did like all Modern Warfare 2 and I did the bad choices. We went on another break, I came back, we did Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, then like we did Modern Warfare, and I forgot about Black Ops 4 in there, but it's like we just did Black Ops 4. So it's always like a period of like do Modern Warfare 2, do the new Call of Duty, but it's like I never kept up with the Modern Warfare 2 stuff, and it's like you got to have that balance because, you know, like Modern Warfare 2 is like what we build on, and it's just, you know, it's one of those things where I just hope everything happened for a reason, but that's just kind of the story, how we got to, you know, where we are now, some of the troubles I had. I hope you guys enjoyed the little rant I went on for 11 minutes. I don't know, it's just, you know, it's crazy. Just that's just kind of like the journey of how we got to where we are. If you guys are interested in the journey, I have a video on my channel called My Journey. It's kind of a little outdated because I think it was made towards the end of 2018, so it's a little over a year old. But basically, I went back and recapped from the start of my channel up to that point, and it's a super good video. I even myself go back and watch it a ton about all the people who kind of find the channel. If you're a subscriber and you go to my channel, it's like the featured video for returning subscribers. So if you guys want to check that out, but you know, just in the end, that's just kind of how we got to where we are now. You know, some of the troubles and some of the stuff I went through, and we had a really good talk on stream the other day about, you know, the small YouTuber grind, and do you ever feel creator burnout, or, you know, things could be different if you did different things, and we all feel all of those things, and we had a really good conversation on there. But it's just kind of how you react to them and how you use those downs and learn from them to build yourself back up, compared to like I was doing, getting mad at the system. Like, I still blame myself, like I said, but I wanted to blame the system as a reason for me never wanting to return. And it just hit me one day. It's like, bro, you really like you're really just gonna look at yourself in 10 years and say, yeah, you basically gave up. Like, no, like, this is something, you know, I was saying I fell in love with at 10, 11 years old and always dreamed of doing back then. And then, like I said, we're gonna get into more on that in the Q&A, I'm sure. But it's just like, you know, like, I couldn't accept that. You know, I wanted to come back and really kind of grow up in a sense, take what I learned, apply it, and really just put the grind on. And we've been doing a great job since November when we returned. And I just cannot say thank you guys enough for that. You know, thank you guys who have been here for countless years. There's many of you. We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary in a couple weeks, and that is insane. You know, there's countless guys who have been here since the 2016 days, the 2017 days. There was guys who were just commenting, I remember when you hit 2K, now you're double that at 4K. And it's definitely been a long grind to get here. Things are going so good, and I'm just trying to learn from everything I've gone through so far. And I truly believe this is a game where, you know, you just have to learn, whether it's from someone or from what you're doing or from your mistakes, to know what to do. But we're just gonna keep grinding, and that's why I always try and pass on what I learned to you guys. You know, a lot of you guys ask me questions like, hey, you know, I'm just trying to start out, and I always try and give advice to everyone, just so, you know, people can avoid the same mistakes that I've made, because I've made a ton of them on the website. But I definitely feel it helps you grow as a creator. But if you can learn it before you make it, obviously that's the best option. But I'm gonna stop here. This is getting pretty long. Thank you guys so much for 4,000 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed the little rant about how we got here, and just how much, you know, I appreciate you guys sticking with me through all the bounces, and, you know, just a little story of the recap of how we got here. Make sure you ask your questions down below the tab in the Discord, or tweet them out at me in the tweet too. So, you know, at me, ask your question, hashtag AskKing4K, or however you want to do it. There's gonna be a section in the Discord, comment down below. But y'all are the best, for real. Much love. Here is to 5K and many, many more milestones. Let's get that plaque within, like, it's in the next 2 years. Let's have a plaque sitting up on that wall. That would be the greatest thing ever. But for real, y'all are the best. Much love. Stay safe. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you for 4,000.
How many worlds would you cross to use the light that's right in front of you? There is no light on the